Irvin says, "Thank you so much for coming here willingly. Although I went with Ash and Queen to the academy without much thought, I actually thought Lady Rabbit might refuse to come. As I mentioned earlier, take your time tonight and make a wise decision. You don't necessarily need to attend the Elders' Council meeting to showcase your abilities, Lady Rabbit. In this case, it might be fine to watch a hen take over the meeting." Lady Rabbit thinks, "That's why I hurriedly got permission from Grandfather and came all the way here." Lord Ahin is making great efforts to ensure that Lady Rabbit doesn't hear any absurd discussions coming out of the council. After all, engagements can be somewhat burdensome for Lady Rabbit, right? Then the council might calm down for the time being, but I expect they'll raise objections again soon. On the other hand, if Lady Rabbit demonstrates her abilities at tomorrow's meeting, the council will acknowledge Lady Rabbit, and the relationship between the council and Lord Ahin won't worsen anymore. But that means the engagement between you and Lord Ahin will become a reality. I'm truly sorry to burden you like this, Lady Rabbit. However, don't worry too much. Even if the engagement becomes official, if Lord Ahin behaves in a way that displeases you, you can just dump him. Lady Rabbit thinks, "Is it okay to say that, Irvin?" Ebrin says, "This Ebrin will always support you, Lady Rabbit. And what I've told you is all a secret, right? Promise me. I trust Madame will keep it a secret too." Madame Valens says, "Welcome, Madame Valens. What are you doing there? Come over here quickly." Lady Rabbit thinks, I'll have to share a bed with Madame Valens? I'm sorry because time is tight, so I didn't prepare the night dress with carrot embroidery."
No.
"It's okay. Then, is it really that burdensome to sleep with me? It's been so long since I slept in the same bed with someone else." Miss Rabbit thinks, "Who would have thought there'd come a day when I'd share a bed with the Black Panther clan's leader in the rabbit's life? I used to roll around in the dormitory bed. What if by any chance I push Valens off the bed while rolling?" Madame Valens says, "Have you made a decision about the Elders' Council?" Lady Rabbit replies, "Not yet, I'm still unsure." Madame Valens says, "Don't worry too much. The Elders' Council will be persuaded to let you go. If making a decision is difficult, there's no need to showcase your abilities. You're probably more concerned because of the weight of this position, isn't it? From the moment you sit beside the leader, you'll lead a different life from others. As time passes, you'll become accustomed to emotions and familiar with death. It's fortunate that you seem to understand well enough not to decide easily. And so do I. I hesitated to burden my partner, Edith, with such a high position. Even if he was treated roughly, he was the delicate one who would come the next day with a bouquet of flowers. As a gift of reconciliation? Haha, at first I thought so too. But when I reached out to accept it, he shook his head, saying it was brought because it resembled him. Of course, he did give me one flower, telling me to keep it by my side. Just one flower. Miss Rabbit thinks, the arrogance of a hen, who considers himself the most handsome in the world, is a reflection of Edith's personality, but come to think of it, you may never become numb to death. Because these hands are hands that save lives. Madame Valens says, "You're exaggerating it. It's a fair assessment." Sweetheart says, "Do you resent me for sending you away?" Lady Rabbit replies, "Of course not. Thanks to Valens, I was able to travel around the continent for over a year, learning and experiencing the world, instead of being confined as a little rabbit. Even though you've become human, your body still feels so fluffy. Would you like to learn swordsmanship too?" Miss Rabbit says, "Huh? Sword. Just looking at the tip of a sword would make me tremble." Madame Valens says, "You can learn it if you want to. I'm not forcing you." Miss Rabbit thinks, "I wonder if I'll come up with a useful idea for the meeting tomorrow."